Once you've found your way to Wing Chun Online and landed on our homepage, you might like to take some time to scroll down and check out some videos, as well as read more of what is on offer. Using the top navigation menu, you can click on About Wing Chun, where surprisingly you can read more about Wing Chun, the system itself, what we offer, and even testimonials from some of our many students. Clicking next on Courses will allow you to see what each level covers. And contacting us couldn't be any easier. Once you've decided to start your training for real, all you have to do is choose your package. This can be done by scrolling down the home page or using the top navigation menu that's visible on each window. Membership is paid monthly and is not contracted or tied into any long-term agreements. Students stay with us because they want to stay with us. Please do be aware though that the free guest membership is limited to Module 1 and does not allow access to the forum, assessments and other member benefits. To sign up, just click on Full Access for our monthly payment option or the Sign Up and Save button for the year and save over 2 months' fees in discounts. After entering your details into the secure payment page, click the Submit button, but only press it once. This is important that you wait for 20 to 30 seconds while your account is created. Repeat pressing of that button could cause problems. Then you will be welcomed into our little community. When returning to the site and clicking Login, you will be asked to give your username and password. Your username is simply your email address. Once in, you can scroll down to pick up training tips and check on the countdown to the next assessment date. And moving down, you'll see My Courses, and further down, Blogs and our forum. To use the forum is easy. Just select a topic that you feel would suit your question, or just choose Welcome New Members for a good old chat. Moving back up to My Courses, this is where the work begins. If you're new to Wing Chun, it is important that you watch each video, through each lesson, through each module, and through each stage, in order. If you simply click Beginner 1, Stage 1, you will be met with an introduction to what this level will cover, but you may not be able to go any further. Let's look at that again by going back to the home page and starting from scratch. Because before we can open this level, we need to press on the Click to Enroll button. This time when we look at it, we can see when we enrolled and how far we've gone through it. Clicking on the Beginner Stage 1 Module 1 now opens up an additional Lesson 1. This is where you will find your videos and start your training. You will also see there is a terminology sheet, which when opened, can be printed out and taken with you, should you wish to read while away from your screen. Although do remember, this site is tablet and mobile phone compatible, so you can train wherever and whenever you like. Going back then, each lesson will contain maybe 8 to 14 videos. Videos can be watched as they are, or made larger or smaller by simply clicking here. And remember, it would be impossible to simply watch a video once and then move on, assuming that you fully understood and appreciated every detail. So please watch them as many times as you need. What's the rush? Now this is very important. If you're already training in a school, then that's great. Keep an open mind and allow this site to show you more details than you may have considered in the past. The more you know how a technique works, the more you can make it work better for you. For beginners though, you will of course notice that many of these videos, certainly in the early days, are solo training. But equally so, there are lots that require a partner, or training buddy as we refer to it. At some stage, you will need a training buddy. To make the most from this site, you will need to use the buddy system. And the more buddies, the better, as different arms will present different challenges and also prevent your training from becoming stayed, with outcomes being preempted. The idea is that you and your friends try to meet, even if just once a week, with a pre-arranged idea of what drills to focus on or techniques to try and cheese out. With someone calling for 10-minute partner changes, etc., and also logging down good and bad points. Therefore, at the end of each meeting, you can all agree on what to work on solo before the next meeting is due. If you realise that you're not turning much, then practice more of this on your own. If you're getting hit in Chi Sao because your Tan Sao is too low, then again, solo practice your first form. So I say again, there is a lot of solo work to do, but you also need a buddy at some point. So get them in place sooner rather than later. That way when you're ready, they're ready. You will also note that after lesson 9 there is a self-assessment quiz. This is just a little test to help you see how much is actually sinking in. And finally, by clicking on My Account, you can check your details and progress. Should you neglect your training for a few days, when you log in again, just scroll down to My Courses and you'll see where you left off and what needs to be addressed next. Now get to the forum, get your training buddies lined up and let's get working. And remember, if you have any questions, myself and our team of instructors will be waiting for you.